Hey, 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 welcome back to Mommy Reboot TV. I'm your host, Jody Agard. And today we are talking about how to stop emotionally abusing yourself. So here's the truth, is that when we think of emotional abuse, we automatically think about somebody else abusing us. So we think of our parents, we think of relationships, maybe friendships, maybe just someone outside of us abusing us, right? And we might even say things like, even if we haven't even been in a relationship that's been emotionally abusive, we might catch ourselves saying to our friends like, oh my gosh, how can you deal with that? You deserve so much better. I don't know how you put up with that. I would never allow somebody to talk to me like that, etc., etc., etc. But the truth is that us mamas are way too hard on ourselves. And the hard truth is that we often emotionally abuse ourselves. And that's hard to swallow because we don't associate emotionally abusive relationships with ourselves, right? We think of outer people and others doing it to each other, not ourselves. But the truth is we absolutely do emotionally abuse ourselves. So I kind of want to just shine the light a little bit on the standard signs of what an abusive relationship looks like. And this is for marriages, this is for friendships, this is for work relationships, this goes for parents, this goes for everybody. So here's a couple, actually there's like 8 of them, of the signs. 1, name calling, right? They call you blatantly stupid, or you're dumb, or you're a bad mom or a wife. Number 2, it's called character assassination. So typically the word that the abuser likes to use is never. So, or you're always late, or you can never do this right. And what I want you to do, and I don't think I said this, what I want you to do though, as I'm going through these, I want you to not think about anybody outside of yourself. I want you to think about yourself and just stop and ask if you've ever said and done these things to yourself. Because they can show up with actions, with thoughts, all kinds of different things. But the character assassination. So basically they just want you to believe that you're just not a good person. Number 3, belittling your accomplishments. So just undermining your achievements and just being like, yeah, big deal. Whoop-de-doo. You did X, Y, and Z. Have you done that to yourself? Number 4, yelling. Yelling, screaming, swearing. You know, basically those tactics are used to intimidate you and to make you feel small. How many times have you done that to yourself? Joking. The jokes might have a little bit of truth to them, but the abuser is just kind of poking and prodding at you, be like, oh, I was just kidding, stop being so sensitive. Again, turn the light back on yourself. Number 6, put down of your interests. So they might make fun of you, and they might tell you that your hobby is childish, and it's a waste of time, and why are you doing this? Number 7, calling you needy. When you're just really feeling down and out, the abuser might say things like, oh, come on, stop being so sensitive. Why don't you just pull up your big girl panties and just knock it off? Like, cut it out. Stop being like that. Right? Number 8, insult your appearance. They tell you just before you go out to dinner or out on a date with your husband or your partner or a friend, ew, you look fat. You look disgusting. You look hideous. That outfit is hideous. Those shoes are ugly. So those 8 things, character assassination, name calling, belittling your accomplishments, yelling, joking, calling you needy, and insults of your appearance. Have you ever done one of those things to yourself? If you're like me, I know that the answer is probably yes. And that's what we're talking about. And, you know, most of us, if we really think about it, we would never talk to our best friends or our family members, or our children, or our partners, the way we talk to ourselves. And it's really enlightening when you start to look at yourself as you're emotionally abusing yourself. And it's not healthy. And it's a toxic relationship. And unlike a marriage, unlike a friendship, unlike a work relationship, this is the one relationship that you can't leave. It is always going to stay with you. The relationship with yourself is the most important one. And that's a huge piece of self-care, is knowing that and learning how to become your own best friend and what that really means to you. So, you know, what now? let's talk about what do we do now. There's 3 things that you can actually do to prevent some of the emotional abuse that goes on. The first, awareness. You have to be willing to go inward. Awareness is everything, right? Because if you're not aware of it, you can't stop it. And so as soon as you find yourself becoming emotionally abusive to yourself and you're beating yourself up, you're name calling, you're belittling yourself, you're doing all those things I just rattled off, stop. Stop and just give yourself an affirmation and just say something like, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm not a bad person. I'm a good mom. I try my hardest, and that's all that counts. You want to really try to break that cycle. And the cycle can be broken. It just takes time, and it's not going to come down overnight because this is a long-term pattern. Number 2, you want to give yourself time to heal. And you want to allow for the space and the grace for that to come down because, like I said, it's not going to come down overnight. Things like this really need time to heal. And the more that you're aware of it, the better of a chance it has to heal. Make a list. Number 3. Make a list of all the ways that you're proud of yourself. And don't be shy. Like, this is the time to really shine your own light and toot your own horn. Make a list of all the things that you're really, really proud about yourself and keep them in your pocket, keep them in your purse for those times you are finding that you're emotionally abusing yourself. Because then you can whip it out and you can feel so much better about yourself. And most importantly, just be kind and gentle to yourself. The cycle can break. And you don't want to be in an emotionally abusive relationship with yourself. It's just not healthy, and especially because us busy moms are doing the best that we possibly can, and that's really what matters the most. Okay, mama, I hope you have a fantastic day. As always, if you thought of that one mama who could really hear this message and to be kinder and gentle to herself, please share it with her. And go subscribe so you can be notified as soon as another video pops up. And if you haven't joined my Facebook group, go join it now. Search Mommy Reboot, and we are an awesome community of non-judgy, awesome moms going through this journey of self-care and being moms. All right, mama, talk to you later.